Most people today live more comfortably than any generation before them. We carry powerful computers in our pockets. Food arrives in minutes, entertainment never ends, and social media constantly shows us people smiling, traveling, succeeding, and living their best life. But despite all of this, millions of people quietly feel exhausted, emotionally disconnected, and unhappy. Not because their lives are terrible, but because modern life has slowly changed the way human happiness works. And most people don't even realize it's happening. Meet Ethan, a 28-year-old office worker living in a modern American city. Every morning, Ethan wakes up before sunrise to the sound of his alarm. But before his feet even touch the floor, he grabs his phone. Notifications, emails, news updates, Instagram reels, messages, more notifications. His brain becomes overstimulated before the day even begins, and this has become normal. In fact, most people check their phones within minutes of waking up, not because they truly need to, but because modern apps are designed to capture attention immediately. Every swipe, every notification, every short video triggers small dopamine releases inside the brain. Dopamine is often called the feel-good chemical. But here's the problem. When the brain receives constant dopamine stimulation all day long, normal life slowly starts feeling less exciting. Simple moments stop feeling enough. Silence feels uncomfortable. Waiting feels painful. And the brain begins craving constant stimulation, just to avoid boredom. That's why many people today feel restless, even while relaxing. They open social media without thinking. They watch videos while eating, scroll while walking, listen to podcasts while showering, and check notifications, even during conversations with real people. The human brain was never designed for non-stop stimulation, but modern life has normalized it. And over time, this constant overload creates emotional exhaustion. Ethan feels it every day. At work, he struggles to focus for more than a few minutes. His attention constantly jumps between emails, messages, tabs, and notifications. By lunchtime, he already feels mentally tired, but instead of resting, he opens social media again. And suddenly, everyone online seems happier than him. Someone bought a new car. Someone is traveling in Europe. Someone looks rich. And even though Ethan knows social media only shows highlights, his brain still compares. Because comparison is deeply human. For thousands of years, humans compared themselves to survive socially. But now social media exposes people to millions of comparisons every single day. And the result is dangerous. People begin feeling behind in life, even when they are doing perfectly fine. A normal apartment suddenly feels small. A normal salary feels embarrassing. A quiet weekend feels boring. And slowly, people stop appreciating what they already have. Modern happiness becomes dependent on constant progress, constant validation, and constant stimulation. But real happiness doesn't work that way. In fact, many psychologists believe one of the biggest reasons people feel unhappy today is because the brain rarely gets time to slow down anymore. Think about it. When was the last time you sat quietly without checking your phone? No music, no scrolling, no background noise, just silence. For many people, silence now feels uncomfortable because silence forces the mind to think. And modern life gives people endless distractions to avoid thinking deeply. That's why so many people feel emotionally disconnected without understanding why. They are constantly consuming, but rarely processing. Constantly connected, but emotionally distant. Constantly entertained, but mentally exhausted. Even sleep is suffering. Many people scroll late into the night because their brains never fully relax. Blue light, overstimulation, stress, and endless information keep the nervous system active, and poor sleep quietly damages mood, focus, motivation, and emotional stability. Then the cycle repeats again the next morning. More notifications, more scrolling, more comparison, more exhaustion. But here's the important part. This doesn't mean modern technology is evil. Phones are useful. Social media can connect people. Entertainment is not the enemy. The real problem is imbalance. Modern platforms are competing for human attention every second. Because attention has become one of the most valuable resources in the world. The longer people stay distracted, the more profitable it becomes. And without realizing it, many people slowly lose control of their own attention. But small changes can genuinely improve happiness again. Not instantly, but gradually. Simple things help more than people think. Sleeping without the phone next to the bed, taking short walks without headphones, turning off unnecessary notifications, spending time with real people without checking screens, learning to be bored again. Even a few minutes of silence each day can help calm an overstimulated mind. And perhaps most importantly, people need to stop measuring their entire lives against carefully edited moments online. Because social media often creates the illusion that everyone else is happier. But behind many perfect photos are stressed, anxious, and emotionally overwhelmed people, trying to keep up with the same system. Real happiness is usually quieter than the internet makes it seem. It's found in simple routines: good sleep, meaningful conversations, feeling calm, feeling present, feeling mentally free for a moment. Ethan slowly begins noticing this. He stops checking his phone first thing every morning. He spends less time scrolling at night. He starts taking walks after work without headphones. And for the first time in a long time, his mind feels quieter. Not perfect, not magically transformed, just calmer. And maybe that's what many people are truly searching for today. Not endless excitement, not constant stimulation, just peace. Because in a world fighting for human attention every second, protecting your mind may become one of the most important skills of modern life.